The DJ Roundtable Show is live. It's the DJ Roundtable Show. Tell another DJ about the show. Please subscribe. Please subscribe.
It is Tuesday night. It is 8 o'clock. You know where your DJ's at. I know where I'm at. I'm here with you. It is a full house here with the DJ Roundtable. And as always, we appreciate you out there watching. You are our studio audience, and we're doing this live in front of a studio audience. I can say recorded live in front of a studio audience. We do have a studio audience. They're just out there in the winter wonderland we call the world. If that's snowing by you or had snow by you, you are lucky, because right now here in Chicago, and I'm sure pretty much up by Bruntley, I got foot and 3/4 of snow. So 17, 16, 17, 18 inches of snow. You know, not bad, you know. And tonight is a little warmer. There's some freezing rain. To go on top of the snow, make it crunchy, and then we're expecting more snow this weekend. And I got a gig, so fun stuff for everyone involved here in Chicagoland. Again, Bruntley has his snow up there. He's got cold coming this weekend. I got cold coming this weekend. And Dwayne will get it probably right after us. He'll get the snow and the cold and everything where he's at. Jeff and Matt and Hunter and Joe, they're kind of lucky because they get a little bit warmer weather than we do.
Hey, we got snow yesterday here.
Oh, let's see. Well, how many inches you have on the ground?
3/4 of an inch.
3/4 of an inch. Oh.
Yeah, and the city, we shut down. There was no school, so hey, you know. But it's a snow day.
Yeah, in South Carolina. Yeah, in South Carolina, we don't get snow; we get rain.
Yeah,
we already got about an inch on the ground from today.
I drove home for my gig on Saturday. I couldn't drive on the tollway, so I had to take more Service Street. So it took me like an hour and a half to get home. Couldn't go above 45 miles an hour. It's just, rear-wheel drive vehicle, even with traction control and all the toys that Mercedes throws on it. Still rear-wheel drive. They get squirrely in the snow. And as always, we appreciate you. And again, Jeff with his 1/4 inch of snow, 1/2 inch of snow, 1 inch of snow. Thank goodness he's okay. Thank goodness everyone's okay. And I hope you're okay out there. And I do see Mikey Mike is in the chat.
Hey, Mikey Mike.
Over here talking. And I hope that you are enjoying yourself. Speaking of chat, speaking of everything going on out there, we're also on another channel too. We're over on the tubes, YouTube. And it has this mean, vicious beast called the algorithm. And we're kind of stuck. And the reason why we're stuck because, we need more subscribers to the channel. And the only way to get more subscribers, if you guys do your part and do a few things. So do me a favor and hit that like button, give that thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed, or tell someone so they come subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon. Make sure the bell icon's hit so that way we know 100% you're able to go. And give a comment. Say something down below. Share with a friend. Sharing's caring, especially this time of year with everything going on. We got the holidays coming up. Next week is our last episode for the year, and that will be our winter break. We'll be gone for a few weeks and back in January, so to give everyone some time off and relax. And you can enjoy with your friends and family Tuesday nights. But as always, I'll probably have something special for Christmas, so don't worry. There may be a highlight reel of only Hunter. You never know. Now, but the thing is that, as always, I always try to have some other stuff to happen, maybe a live or two. And don't forget, we got some other shows also for you to watch. Hunter has his show on Monday nights. I have Dwayne on Thursday night with his crazy partner in crime, Mikey Mike. They're over there tearing it up on Thursday nights. Both of them on YouTube. And always on YouTube, you also have one other show. At the same time, Dwayne's got his show going on. You got over to the Start to Spin guys. Cue it up. You got, all these other shows to get going. Make sure you watch. Links are down below. Subscribe. Plus, everyone's YouTube channels here. Unfortunately, we got one DJ. We got two DJs missing, actually. We got Fire Night here, and the Shuffle Couple is not here tonight. But hopefully, they'll be back next week for our last show of the year. They're new to the show, but their link will be down below, so make sure you go follow them and show them some love. And, one of the things I wanted to talk about was I want to go back to my gig for this weekend, and it got me thinking this would be a good one, especially this time of year. With all the holidays, you have Hanukkah, you have Christmas, New Year's, and so forth. You either have some parties, you have some stuff going on. And one of the things, I've got a couple other plugs here too. A couple of things going on with that is if you want to look good, Joe has his little toy. He has a little picture behind him. His audiovisual theta. And make sure you, links down below for him. Make sure you go look at that. The other part also, photo booth. Very popular. I got my beta booth today. It's sitting 25 feet away from me in my living room right now because I have a little more room there than here. I'm going to open it up tomorrow and start playing with that. So that right there is great. Hey, what's going on? Everyone's got, we'll always have exciting topics for the show. So again, with that said, don't forget, link down below for the discount, and it's $350 off. So make sure you go down there. But going back to what I was saying, this past weekend with my gig and with all the gigs going on right now, again, Christmas, New Year's, Hanukkah, all the holidays coming up, with friends and family, everything going on, it's kind of fun with music right now. And I wanted to hear from everyone, what is your, I'm going to put your 3 favorite Christmas songs you like to put into your playlist, and what non-Christmas song is really hitting on the dance floor right now for you. So what is the 3 Christmas songs, your 3 go-tos? Usually there's 3 songs you think about, like, oh yeah, I love this, I love that. And then what song's really hitting on the dance floor for you? Is it still Pink Pony Club? Is it something else? It is something that really just hits. So I guess Matt's going to volunteer.
I'll go first. I don't play Christmas music, so I don't know. I've done like 3 Christmas parties so far, I think. But none of them really wanted holiday music. So obviously, I'll finish with All I Want for Christmas Is You. I got a good remix of it. But other than that, none of mine have really cared too much for Christmas music besides during cocktail hour and dinner. I put a little Spotify instrumental playlist on. But if I was to choose 3 Christmas songs that I like to play, I have a really good remix of All I Want for Christmas. Like I said, I've got I think I have another one by not Nero, but some other EDM group. And then, I don't know. I don't really play that stuff, but songs have been hitting. I don't know. I feel like we haven't had any real big bangers come through recently, that have revived. There hasn't been any massive new releases, I don't feel like, in the past couple weeks or month even, really. So useless answer for me, but there you go.
Okay. So what song do you think is still hitting on the dance floor for you? That's a big solo banger that you can play it and people come running out for it.
Just in general, I mean,
Yeah.
Pink Pony Club's always going to be a banger no matter what. Apart from that, though, oops, sorry. I don't know. You put that one in my head, so I'll say Pink Pony Club's never going to disappoint. I think one that I play a lot, that a lot of people don't remember, Since You've Been Gone, like Kelly Clarkson. I have a really good remix of that, with God, the Alice DJs, like Better Off Alone. I've got like a good remix of Kelly Clarkson into that. So I mean, who doesn't love Kelly Clarkson? I think a lot of the like the late 2000s stuff is really big right now. Even with the younger generation, it's kind of filling its end cycle. So there's my answer. Kelly Clarkson for the win.
Okay. There we go. All right. I'm going to go over to Hunter. Hunter, what are your three songs, and what's hitting on your dance floor?
Well, I haven't DJ'd a Christmas party since 2019, but I just freestyle with the Christmas music. Like right now, I would do All I Want for Christmas Is You. I would do Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. I would do all the classics like Frosty the Snowman,
Well, what's your
Jingle Bell
top
Rock.
three? What's your top three? So
It'll be All I Want for Christmas Is You, Jingle Bell Rock, and It's the Most Wonderful Time of Year by Andy Williams.
okay, and then
And the songs that have been hitting on the dance floor is the K-pop Demon Hunters soundtrack.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
Golden, and also
Golden,
Soda
yep.
Pop. Golden and Soda Pop, those are the top two that have been
Soda
hitting on
Pop,
the
yep.
dance floor.
Yep. Okay. So those are your hits right now. I'm going to go over to guy who does a lot of club stuff and loves to troll people in the club. And if you don't watch him, if you don't see him, and you don't hang out with him in lacrosse, you might catch a glimpse of him on Code Blue Cam, if not on social media. Make sure you follow DJ Brentley over there, up there in beautiful lacrosse. And Brentley,
Well, I travel all over the state. I mean, I'll be in Green Bay twice this month alone. Go Pack, go!
I like EW. I like EWU more than I like Code Blue Cam, and also like Midwest Safety.
Midwest Safety, EWU. Yep.
Both of those are better than I don't even see Code Blue Cam pop up, and I don't watch that stuff religiously, but every time you say Code Blue Cam, I'm like, I swear I've never even seen it pop up on my.
If you
on my
got
thing.
lacrosse, they have a lot of lacrosse stuff in there. So that's why.
A lot of
Just
lacrosse,
like-
a lot of Eau Claire.
Allegedly, Illinois for body cam is really good for here. So
Well,
again,
yes.
what's your three songs that you hit
I don't
for
play Christmas music.
Christmas, and what's the
I
songs
legit-
hitting the dance floor?
I legitimately don't play Christmas music. The
Okay.
closest you're going to get out of me is All I Want for Christmas Is. And either I'm dropping CeeLo FU or Soldier Boy you over that.
Oh,
That's as
come
far
on.
as I play with any Christmas song.
Can't do
It's
Mariah
just not
like
my
that.
thing.
You can't do Mariah like that.
He did it.
Oh, yes,
He
you
does
can.
it like that.
Oh, yes.
You can't do
Here,
Mariah.
If
Yeah,
you
that's
drop
criminal.
that you from Soldier Boy over that, the entire college club goes nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, okay. All right. My ride is here. I'll call you.
All right,
Enjoy.
man.
All right, man.
All right. Bye.
Yeah.
But when it comes like the other one I'll play is it's a remix, it's a trap remix, Brenda Lee rocking around the Christmas trap.
Oh.
But I really don't play Christmas music. And the stuff I have on my DJ computer is all gonna be remixed, heavy, loud, abrasive, because I don't play. And so if someone sees that, so when you get that one girl, oh, you got to have a Christmas song. Oh, you really don't. Sorry. But yeah, with what I'm playing and hitting, which is going to be a different perspective from a lot of the wedding crew. And I actually made notes to make sure I wouldn't forget. My number 1 and 2 right now are John Summit, Crystallized, and Disco Lines, No Broke Boys. However, the Joe Maz remix is probably the most banging, true to the original form remix I've come up with. And you mentioned one that's, banging pretty hard, which is K-pop Demon Hunters Golden. I'm using the David Guetta remix and Taylor Opalite. And it's the Martin and Barry remix I'm using. It's got a little bit more of a disco kick to it than anything else. But it's not Opalite's not a primetime song. It's that good song. Like, I know if you hear it, you're going to start really moving towards the dance floor. So I'm throwing it in there as a banger because it's going to start helping me fill my floor. But Matt was totally right. And the 2010, early 2010 stuff is what's really, and because I did this slightly intentionally, a lot of the clubs I'm at this winter are more EDM and top 40 based. So I get a little bit more leeway with the remixes I'm using. So I'm focusing heavily on like the 2010 era of EDM. So you're going to like in almost all of my sets, you're going to catch either like Clarity, Don't You Worry Child, Red Lights. Again, definite remixes. Like Red Lights, the Dark Intensity, God, what's the other group that they did it with? Scene Kings remix is just insane. But I'm definitely, I do still have a couple of the College Party Bar and Sports Bar things going on, this like Stadium View gigs going on, but I'm definitely leaning more into the EDM thing because one, it's hitting as country is all here. Country's all over the Billboard Top 100. But there's maybe 3 of those songs that are usable in a dance club setting. Blue Strips being the number one of them all. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with what I'm doing.
And again, like you have unique area because again, you do not only just private events, weddings, and so forth, but you also have that club aspect too. So it kind of gives you dual area. Some stuff works better at weddings, some stuff works better at a club, and it kind of gives that dual little pitch.
The big edge to that, and I found this out, a lot of the wedding DJs don't know, like when Pink Pony Club came out or Hot to Go, it wasn't hitting anywhere for about 2 or 3 months until it, Hot to Go picked up on TikTok. I was dropping it, and that I want to say right when it came out because I'm like, oh, this is going to be something, and yeah, so you find out what all the things that are going to hit before the wedding DJs really pick up on it. So if you are doing clubs or paying attention to the club charts, you can walk in and now have a slight, as I like to put, flavor in your set. You are, because even in my wedding sets, I am still dropping new music. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be dropping Wham Whammy and a few of those songs, but if the brides are saying we want that at our wedding, done. So, and this younger generation, especially those that are like 21 to 24, 25 right now, have the attention span of a fly, to be perfectly honest. And it's not unheard of me in a reception set in 4 hours to drop 250 songs because of how the current trends are. Like, they don't even want like, hotel room service. If you play more than the intro hook, first verse and last chorus, you get looked at nowadays by the younger crowd. So that's something, being the club DJ, I know what's banging, what parts of the songs I really need to work with. So my wedding sets are indicative of that, but it's geared to the younger generation, which gives me a lot of advantages, especially when I sell coming up next, for expo season over the next few months.
See, I don't see that. I don't see people looking at me going next song or whatever. And again, I got people in their early 20s, just had this past weekend, had them, and they're out there singing.
But here, and this goes to the sales process, it's how you're marketing as opposed to how I'm marketing. I'm marketing that you're getting the club DJ. You're getting quick mixing. If you want EDM, you're getting EDM. But I'm not the traditional, you want me to play all of Journey's Don't Stop Believin'? I'm getting to the point now where I'm turning weddings away that don't fit what I do so I can keep my stellar look about it all. Presentation is everything.
And that's one of the things you have to decide what you want to do. And not everyone is your customer. You
No,
can say
they're
this
not.
customer, I don't fit you, and that's not a bad thing. You explain to a customer, hey, what I do, it's not going to be what you want. Talk to this person. That's the other good thing. Also, having bridges with other DJs that you can turn to and say, hey, go talk to this person. They do this. Just because you don't do the same thing they do what the customer wants. Take care of the customer, give them someone else that will take care of it. You will get more gigs and you will be known as a resource. Plus, the other DJ, when he runs into someone looking for what you do, hey, you know what? Get a hold of this person. Boom. Talk to them. They do this. All
Look at
right,
me,
I want to talk a little
Brittany.
bit in the chat here. Mike's been spamming the chat here for a little bit, as always. And Kevin's in there too. He's a Weird Al Yankovic guy. I did play on Saturday, Christmas at Ground Zero, Weird Al Yankovic. So I
That's
did
a good one.
I did play that, and Tracy's like, "Why are you playing this for?" I'm like, tongue in cheek humor. And again, you can't just. I don't play just all Christmas. It's a couple Christmas songs and then regular songs, and then a couple of Christmas songs. Playing all Christmas, I never really did that. I've always done stuff, and it's one of the things that, I always talk to the client and see what they want to do. They do want to touch Christmas, or they not want to touch. Some people don't want it. Some people do want it. It all boils down to now. We did a wedding last year. They were winter theme. They weren't Christmas. They were winter. So like Winter Wonderland, stuff like that that didn't have Christmas in it was their thing. But the thing is, hey, again, every wedding is different. Every event's different. So make sure you talk to your couple. Noob Picard or Kevin said he's done events right before Christmas where they said no Christmas. Yeah, they always. Again, you always got to check with your client. You always got to talk to your clientele. The ones that are the biggest ones hitting on his dance floor, anything that I've created. I do have a Suno page. I do make some music. That's always fun. His thing is Porky Pig Christmas and Rusty Chevrolet, which is from the Youpers. I have it. It's Youpers are they're the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and they kind of sound like Canadians when they talk. They have almost a Canadian like dialect, and they have a group there called the Youpers, and they're kind of like a tongue-in-cheek humor band, and their one song Rusty Chevrolet. It's pretty funny. Let's see here. Ranson said, don't play Christmas music at gigs, unless clients ask for it. They are trying to just cover everything, their bases. And a song that's hitting right now for his gigs is Blue Stripes from Jesse Murphy. Have you heard that, Bretley? Blue Stripes?
Blue Strips. Oh yeah, I've got
Oh, Blue
really
Strips.
a really
Blue
great
Strips.
bass house version of it, and the original. And I'm playing that at weddings too, which you wouldn't think would be appropriate. I mean, it's really not a wedding kind of song, but this generation, what the rules that have applied to, and I hate to say it, my generation and even some of the millennials do not apply anymore. They, there are no garter tossers. There's none of the traditions that, we used to see all the time. Instead, let's say I do toasts, dance and party. That's it.
what
But
are you
again,
saying,
it's what
I'm old?
I'm marketing
And
myself
speeches. Some will do speeches.
to. Well, I call them toasts because they all turn into a toast at the end of their speech.
Charlie usually
Plain and
do.
simple. Yeah. So catering to that, but it also goes down again to my sales process and finding out who I'm right for, or who, if someone comes up and says I have to have you, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. I won't let them pull the trigger right on the spot. There's going to be some conversation, and it's happened a couple of times at expos where I'm like, I am definitely not the right DJ for you. You do not want me as your DJ. across the board. And they're like, why not? I'm like, you know where I DJ at. You know what I do. You are super Christian. You like a lot of country. That is not where my skill set falls. But that guy over there at the expo, he'll help you and probably fit exactly what. And I've even gotten emails from those couples. Thank you. You were totally right.
And that's
Or
build those
even like-
bridges.
Or even when their kids have come to see me, they're like, yeah, and gotten the email. You're right. Thank you for the referral. You are not the DJ we're looking for. I mean, granted, it was when I was pounding liquor down with a bottle of Malort in one hand, screaming on a microphone in the booth. But
Wait.
And-
They allow Malort up there in lamb cheese?
there's like one bar up here but when I go home, you can't find it in the stores up here. So I'll buy a bottle or two, throw it in my bag, and I've got something to party with and just shock the hell out of my friends with for the entire winter.
Okay.
Oh, you're in the booth with me here. Try this.
Malort is a Chicago liquor. You guys can Google it. It is one of the things that's found here at every bar in Chicagoland. And it's an acquired taste, to say the least. And for those people right there who are from the Chicagoland area or know of Malort, yeah, that's a strong liquor that takes a bit or two to go through. Mikey Mike wants to say happy birthday to his daughter, 27th birthday. Also, you got Ranson thinks that you're set yourself up for success for adapting to modern generations. Well, again, that's a set of certain people. Not everyone does that, but yes, it is successful doing that. Staples says, careful what you say about us Canadians. I didn't say anything bad. I just said that the UPers sound like
Take off
Canadians.
to the Great
They
White
kinda-
North. Take off, eh?
Yeah, they kind of sound very similar. If I hear the A, I hear the
How's it going, eh?
yeah. They're very, very similar as far as their speech patterns there. Grandpa got run over by a beer truck.
Like, I remember that one.
Oh, that was a good one right there, Mikey Mike.
And I also remember Grandma got ran over by a reindeer.
Yeah, Grandma right there. Staples says weddings now for the 20s and 30s want club atmosphere, minimal formalities nowadays. Yes, there's less formalities for some, but some still they want to keep it. So it's always it's been like that, but everything comes back and forth. There was that for a while in the in 2010s was you got away from the garter toss, bouquet toss, and dollar dances and stuff like that. And then in like 2017, 18, they came back, and now it's gone back. It's all reciprocal. It all goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's one of the things you got to look at. Let's see here. What else? DJ Fire's here. Hi, everyone. We've adapted to well in Jersey. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, I'm in a college town, and all the bars and clubs I DJ at are either, dance clubs or very young clientele that go to them. So that just makes it an easy no-brainer sell for me. So
There you go.
For
And again-
example, you, buddy, you're not in the club.
Nope.
You're not doing the club thing, so
Nope.
people are looking for something different from you.
And again, it's a clientele that you're there's no wrong way of doing something. There's different ways of doing it, and it's the clientele that you're dealing with. And some clientele want that. Again, like before, someone wants that. There's someone who I'll send them to. Bradley will more than glad to come down for several $1,000s to DJ a wedding. And again, he can go visit his mom, and then he can hang out with me, and then we'll go to Superdog, not Wiener Circle, because Wiener Circle, I don't like their hot dogs. And if you guys now come to Chicago and you go to the Wiener Circle, make sure you pay the $20 for the chocolate shake. Best chocolate shake ever.
Do it. Get the shake.
Get the shake. I'm going to go to Jeff now in
Get the
beautiful
shake.
North Carolina. And Jeff, when you do your parties and stuff like that, and you're putting some Christmas music in things, what are your three go-to for Christmas songs and also what is really popular hitting down there.
Well, let's see. I just did a Christmas gig last Saturday night. I was a corporate. Um, you play Christmas music for the first hour, hour and a half. Nobody's paying attention. Everybody's talking, greeting, hanging out, having apps. It's background. But what a couple of songs I did throw in there that got a little bit of attention was Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. I think people enjoyed that. And then I've got the version of it's an AI created. I think it's from YouTube. Hey, I Ruined That channel. Creed singing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah,
And that got some eyeballs on it. So, but right after that, for that crowd, I tell you what really hit hard for the rest of the night. It was late '80s, early '90s, hip hop, some a little bit of R&B. It's, specifically like Gap Band. You Dropped a Bomb on Me, Party Train, Tootsie Roll, some Midnight Star, some Notorious B.I.G. Just a good mix of that. That's what they really danced to. They really that's what kept them on the floor. So, stuff that's 30, almost 40 years old, maybe 45 years old for some of it. That's what hit hard for that age group. And, people from about 35 to 55. So I guess a lot of them remember that. They don't really care much for anything new. So, for that crowd, it was not a wedding. It was a corporate event, and that's what they jammed to. So that's what I played.
One of the things Staples just said, no more Diddy, LL. No, actually, again, this is one of the things people don't forget. You're not announcing the names. They don't. Sometimes people don't put two and two together. And you need to also separate the art from the artist. Stuff that they have done is separate from what they have done wrong. So if you had to do that for every artist that has done wrong things, you probably have 15 songs, because there's always someone has done something. Now, again,
It's
I'm
a
not
lot more
saying
than
that
for sure.
it's great, but the thing is that, again, if you played a Diddy song here or there, it's not a horrible thing. Just like an R. Kelly song, again, it's the art versus the artist. So there's a difference too.
There's
When you were
Buddy,
doing,
you made the best point right there, because there's a meme that I saw the other day about music, and I'm actually going to post it one of these days. It's not about the song you played, it's how it made them feel. And they might not like the artist anymore, but that one song is going to be a banger. And it's going to take them back and, like to R. Kelly in the late 90s. I hate, playing Remix to Ignition. I don't play it often, but once in a blue moon, it's like, oh, yeah, why not? And it does what it's supposed to, because people, they haven't forgotten, but they've forgotten, basically.
well, I believe I Can Fly is a great song for dinner. And you listen to that song, it's an awesome song, from a great movie. And it's in the movie soundtrack. Again, he's a bad guy, but again, you have to separate the art from the artist. You can go Michael Jackson. You want to go back to the 60s in music. You can go Jerry Lee Lewis. You can go through all these artists. There's a lot of artists that have done things that are definitely wrong. I'm not defending that one bit. I'm just saying the art is separate. And that's what you got to look at and go, okay, what's appropriate, what works, and what sounds really great. Yeah, James Brown, Ike Turner. Yeah, there's a lot you can go through with that. But the thing is that, again,
I got a Christmas song that everybody can play
okay,
at a Christmas event, and that is Band-Aid. Do They Know It's Christmas?
yeah, that's another good one. One of the things I love when I worked for one of the companies I worked for, we had music. I was actually I talked to one of my employees this past weekend at the gig, and there was a Christmas from Muzak had CDs, and I'd play the Muzak CD, and I actually kept that CD just for Christmas because I loved the mix on it. And one of the songs is Dean Martin. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
it's
his
pulled up.
rendition. I love that rendition. The other one from D. Martin I love is um, Your Love Keeps Me Warm. It's one of the things that there's songs that I think about. My favorite things from Tony Bennett. That's another one I love for playing for Christmas. But again, you had to have the right people again and the right music at the right time. You can't just do that. It's not a dance floor song, but you having people talking, mingling, cocktail, dinner. They're great songs, especially like Tony Bennett. You have that jazzy feel to it. You have that band feel to it. It's really a good song, and that's where you got to look at what works really, really great. Um, One other thing, going back to you, Jeff. Return of the Mac. Did you do that?
I did not play that. No, I don't get a lot of requests for that. I've played it maybe twice in the past 10 years. I mean, it's not a banger. I mean, it's not it's okay, in my book, but I just don't get a lot of requests for that, so I don't usually pull it up, so
It hits for me. It hits my dance
Yeah.
floor a lot of times. Return of the Mac, and the one
Mhm.
song that really hits, especially going back with both you and what Brentley was saying, is It's Tricky from DNC. That's hitting. You drop that. It's a 127 BPM, if I remember correctly off the top of my head.
Yep.
So you can easily bump to 130, and you can go mix out into like Party Rock Anthem, or I Had Some Help, or something else. And it's such a good 80s, late 80s rap song that it just hits. And the music video is just hilarious with Penn and Teller in it, so that's always great too.
And the millennials love that song because of White Chicks with the dancing
Yep,
competition.
yep.
Yeah.
It's in movies. Movie reference is always great. You're gonna say, Bradley?
Anytime anybody hears that, because I will, like, when I drop it in the club, I will literally make it drop like whatever's like, or at a wedding, and Footloose, and then you just drop that four measure. Everybody knows what it is as soon as they hear that. Even in the college club, I will still, like, in the college party bars. That's definitely in my rotation at least once a weekend.
Bradley, are you talking about what is that? Shoulder lean? Is that what you're talking about? That's
No. Tricky.
It's tricky
oh,
from
okay, because
DNC
shoulder
beginning.
lean does
This is
shoulder
my
lean does
recept-
that.
this beat is my recital.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's very vital.
As soon
Yep.
as you get to that first, everybody knows what it is.
Yep.
Okay, I know what you're talking about now.
It's
but,
you can say it's slapping right now. Speaking
But
of
yeah,
slapping,
yeah.
speaking of slapping out in California, my other California DJ, Joe, what's your three songs for Christmas if you got some Christmas music, and what is the song that's really hitting the dance floor for you, really hot and heavy there in the LA area?
So, because I have a lot of Hispanics over here, I try to play like say Feliz Navidad, um, Last Christmas, Wham, Winter Wonderland. Those are nice songs to play.
Wait,
I love to play.
which rendition of Winter Wonderland? Because I always liked the Eurythmics and the Lennox rendition.
I like the one from what's his name, black guy.
Is it Louis Armstrong?
No,
Oh,
he also did Misty.
You can think
Oh
it,
my
you
God.
can hear it, but you can't remember the person that you see it all the time.
I would play it. Anyway, a banger that I play to kind of get people it's hitting at the club and a couple of the events is Damn I Love Miami by Pitbull. That's a new song that kind of came out. Because I do clubs as well as weddings, and I just did a holiday party. I like to play cool music, top 40, but not at a loud level. Background, pleasing sound that people kind of like, wow, this guy's not playing elevator music. You know what I'm saying? You try to keep it party, so you can mix in, that Return of the Mac stuff. People that remember this music, they've heard it, even the next generation, the young generation, they hear it all the time from their parents or aunts and uncles. So when they hear it in the background, they're grooving to it. So when you go out there and start playing that music for them to dance, they know what to expect. One thing I try not to do, because there's a, how would I say, a code of ethics, and a lot of people like to do the 2-minute, 3-minute quick mixes. There's certain songs that you don't want to do, but at the same time, you don't want to burn out your party, because if you only have 200 guests and you throw bam, 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 by 10:30, 11 o'clock, you clear the room. Same with the nightclub. I try to basically play sets that'll get people in the mood and just keep it going, keep it revolving, because once again, if you start hitting them hard, they'll leave and you'll have an empty bar by 12 o'clock. You go like, where did everybody go? They drank, they danced, they partied, and they left. So you got to be very careful when you do your quick mixing. But, there's a formula to DJing both special events and nightclubs. But overall, I always try to keep it party music. Yeah, I can go ahead, because I play at a place called Flashback Lounge. What do you think about flashbacks? You think of 80s, 2000, 1990s, whatever. So you're kind of bringing back those memories, but at the same time, I have to make sure that I play music that's trending right now on the radio. Even though, and you have to be mixing it, bringing it in, they're dancing to it, great. It starts clearing the floor, mix out of it, come out of it. But it's just a formula that you have to do. You were going to say?
And that's one of the things, watching the floor, seeing what's happening on a dance floor. That's half the battle right there for any DJ. If you got empty dance floor, okay, where do we want to go next? Where do we want to do? And again, it happens here and there. It happens to everyone. It's understanding how to go over and how to overcome that. And I'm glad you brought up that. Again, California's a little different from La Crosse. I don't know who drinks more. Is it more in LA, more drinking, or La Crosse? You guys could battle that out between the two of you.
But yeah, I mean, people like to drink here. But again, you have to be very careful in your music selection and your programming, especially in the beginning, because you don't want people to walk in and say, oh, this is going to be a boring party. Special events, doesn't matter if you're doing a wedding or corporate event. I did, again, this weekend, I did a corporate event. I was playing like 80s music at a low volume. I would sprinkle in some new stuff, it's hitting on the radio, low volume. Because again, people are like, they're not dancing to it, but at least they're grooving to it. They're sitting in their seats, hey man, we're having a good time.
Everybody dance now.
Yeah. And when
Black
you hit,
Box.
you hit those bangers.
You can again. You got the if you got the right crowd, you could start going into some freestyle. That's 115 to 120 BPM. I mean, I've done that, and I've got people out there dancing. Actually, people dancing on a dance floor during cocktail at a wedding, because I did a half-hour freestyle set of freestyle songs, because the crowd they start hearing it, and then you start playing stuff like they go, oh man, Stevie B, oh yeah, hey, I remember this. Mom, dad's out there dancing. Then other kids see, oh well, mom, dad's day. Oh yeah, I remember my mom and dad liking this song. They go out there. It's amazing when you see that stuff, and you had those songs that you just hit, and it's a great way of doing things. And this is one of the things that trying songs and see what happens, I feel, is a good thing. Keeping that BPM up there, not playing stuff that's really low. No problem, Jeff. I'll see you later.
Okay.
Don't play stuff that's really low BPM. Beginning part of dinner, I will do that, but that's just because the fact that I'm trying to let the the servers talk to the people and stuff like that, especially, if they have a drink or they may have to see a little color in their card to know it's a beef or a chicken or whatever, stuff like that. So they kind of they could talk a little bit. So I'll do some instrumentals in the beginning of dinner, but back half of dinner, again, you're building that energy back up. You're doing stuff, getting people involved and having fun.
Yeah,
And
I
that's
tried
why,
that.
having some of those Christmas songs people sing along to is great to have.
Yeah. So one thing I'd like to also mention is, the 2025 really doesn't have any big bangers that you play it and all of a sudden everybody goes on the dance floor. I mean, so you have to build that momentum, start playing it, the volume goes up because at least you're starting to get more and more people on the floor. Because if you're relying on that one song, I'm playing all this slow song music, Christmas, da 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 da. People are kind of okay. Now what? When is this guy going to play some good music? You go ahead and put something on, and they go, "That's not really cool. I don't really like that one. Can you play something else instead? I want something that I can dance to." Right? You always
Play
get
something I
that.
can dance to.
Why?
Okay.
Because you did not build that momentum in the beginning, right? Hey, I heard you play that song earlier. Can you play it again? By all means, here we go. Boom.
I have one rule. I never play the same song twice. Once I play it, that's it.
There's so many different remixes, buddy, of a song that you can play the same one, but a different version of it.
And it was like that with middle school dances.
Yeah,
They want some of the same songs over and over again.
A lot of the places I'm at, the bartenders and staff appreciate the fact that I don't double up songs, remix or not. And honest to God's truth, like at 9 o'clock at the club, you're right. I'm not banging a set out super hard, but I am definitely pumping something out there that's indicative of what you're getting later.
Yeah.
But
and you have to. People
Yeah.
go to your club because they know that you're going to play a certain type of format. If you start going alienating and playing something just completely different, they're going to go, "What happened to our DJ? What?"
Exactly. And once you've established
they expect a certain, club goers expect a certain type of music to keep on coming back. If you deviate from that formula, they kind of go, "What happened?"
Well, here's the thing: from all of us being older and being older in the club, say some of these newer generation kids that are coming out, we in our generation used to go to the club. We used to be on that line before 10 p.m. Okay. Now, a lot of the college students aren't hitting that door till midnight, 12:30 to get to the club or bar. And that's a problem. So now you have this older generation wants these old school club songs, and you're forced to play them for them. But even though the restaurant and bar that are still trying to get that mix of regular food service to bar club venue, they're in the middle of it, and the DJ doesn't know what he's playing. What's going to happen now when you start playing that club music that they want, and they still have dinner service going on, or people are just waiting, or in that trend long. And a lot of bars and restaurants are doing that long transition period where you're going to wait an hour. It's kind of tragic that you can't have a real good nightclub venue where you literally strictly open straight off to hit a hard club night and have 100 people in the bar and club within the first 10 minutes.
Usually at my bar, the younger generation starts showing up around 10:30, 11 o'clock. And that's when I go ahead and start playing music for them.
Quick question though, what time do you guys close out there? When is last call for liquor for you guys?
1:30.
1:30. Okay. In New York, 4 a.m. where I am. So these kids aren't going to come out. It's a Saturday night until 12:30. Ones that do come out a little earlier, they're not showing up until just after 11.
What time are you starting? What time are you starting?
The DJ starts at 10.
Oh, okay.
So that's the normal time to start. Okay. And sometimes some of the restaurants or bars will have other event stuff going on, like a comedy show, and you can't be loud. So now you got to keep the DJ shorter. You got a sports event going on, or you got private parties going in another private room.
Right.
That's what one of the restaurants and bars and nightclub spots that have out here, and it's kind of cumbersome. The people that come early enough, like I still go out there early enough when I don't have an event. Like, hey, I'm there. I want to enjoy myself. I want to party. I want to chill, relax, and get to the music. Where I don't want to wait for the game to finish. Let's hit it off. Game's over. You know.
What type of music are you playing? Like when you start at 10? Do you hit 'em
Most of the
quick, or
guys
you
are,
just-
are playing
or you
the
just-
a very wide variety of adult contemporary rock and stuff like that. He's playing a general mix of stuff. Very should we say open format. You know, he plays what he wants when he wants. He'll throw in some 80s, he'll throw in some disco. You know, he'll throw a little bit later, about 10:30, he'll go in the 90s hip hop stuff. He'll literally do a huge, big mix of everything in there, trying to hit people. Do they want to hit the dance floor early, even though the lights aren't even on? The party lights aren't on for that yet, and they still have the regular diner atmosphere lights going. So it's such a strange atmosphere for everything, you know.
But it works for you,
transitions.
right? It works.
It does. It's not for me. I mean, I'm there already. There just enjoying. It's my night off. I'm not DJing. It's not
Okay.
my venue.
But it works for them.
It works for them, yes. Luckily, it's been working for them for a good number of years. Even when I started DJing back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that was kind of the format. We started at 10 o'clock, the bar mix, 10:30. We started doing everything. We always did a Latin set at midnight, you know, that Boricua anthem always hit off hard, did 2 other Latin songs within it, and then switched it up. We did disco right after. Later in the night, we did hardcore techno dance EDM as it was, and then hardcore hip hop, you know, and heavy rap. And
My
switched
neck,
back to
my
more open
back.
format stuff. Huh?
My neck, my back.
Yes, that's one of them.
So Chris,
I'm still banging that.
I play that later on.
Mhm.
but
So Chris, question real quickly. What are your
Yes.
three go-to Christmas songs, and what do you see as hopping, popping, snapping, slapping on your dance
In
floor?
the clubs. Well, the 3 Christmas songs that I'm into that I would most certainly play at any event. A good starter one, and I'm surprised that no one said this one yet. White Christmas by the Drifters. This version had hit off from Home Alone. All I do when I think of that song, when I hear it, is I think of Kevin McAllister, Macaulay Culkin from Home Alone, standing in front of the mirror, you know, getting ready, and he's singing this song with a comb in his hand. You know, it's hilarious. The imagery of that, right?
It was actually in the Santa Claus as well when they're going to Denny's.
Yeah, it is too. That one too. Yeah. Another song, kind of older. It's was a kind of not super big like Mariah Carey's, but My Only Wish this year, Britney Spears. Maybe that might make a comeback for this generation. You know, they might step aside Mariah Carey a little bit. And I'm going to switch this up between other 2. Okay, these are more rock songs. It's either going to be My Christmas List by Simple Plan, one of my personal favorites, or You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch by Small Town Titans. That's out there. And I'll tell you, that is incredible vocals that guy could do that. So you guys got to listen to that one. Small Town Titans, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch. I promise you hear it and listen to it. You'll be impressed. It's different. It sounds appropriate for a rock song. Heavy metal in a way. I think he did a phenomenal job, you know? So
Okay.
that's where I hit up. Now, what's going popular in the club? Dare I say, the biggest one of the end of night songs is Piano Man. Everyone comes out. The college students bring out their harmonicas, actually, surprisingly, and they have harmonicas in the club.
Well, again, that right there, bringing harmonicas. I guess that would be a good thing. So, again, the little flavors of different areas. It's kind of interesting. You got one coast to another coast, totally different thing.
Yep.
Really quickly, I'm gonna go back to Brantley. What time do they close the bars normally in the lacrosse? What's the closing time?
Last call 2:15, 2:30 we shut doors and everybody's out.
And then is it New Year's? It's 24 hours?
Oh yeah. You can go as late as you want. So I know I'll be going from 7 o'clock until at least 5 or 6 a.m.
Holy cow.
Oh yeah.
All right, and you
And
had
here's
one
the
more
kick.
song to
I'm
add to
not
the
gonna
list
play.
there, Joel.
No, it was Johnny Mathis when I was Winter Wonderland.
There you go.
All right, I got you one more. I'm gonna upstage you a little bit. Song you really don't think of very often. Let's see. It's
He had it,
Christmas
that's
Baby
gone.
Come Home
Like
by
that.
Darling Love.
Bong.
Darling Love.
Which one?
Christmas Baby Come Home, Darling Love.
Oh,
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes.
What about Sia, Candy Cane Lane, or Sia Snowman? Those came out in 2017. They're pretty good.
There you go. All right, let's go on to Dwayne. What's his three favorite go-to songs for Christmas? And then what is what is he seeing that's popular on his dance floor?
Well, the groups that I DJ for Christmas, you always have to play the Chris Brown "This Christmas" song because that's the sing-along song. And then for my hip hop heads, you have "Christmas Rapping" by Curtis Blow, "Christmas in Hollis" by Run DMC, and "All I Really Want for Christmas" by Lil Jon and the Kool-Aid Man.
Oh,
And then if they really into that, then I might sneak in DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then hit them with something hard, and then.
And what is the surprise hit that you're getting, that you're seeing over and over again that's working really well on the dance floor?
No more. It's not. I would say just the regular hits that's working at that time.
Okay.
It's not a Christmas song, so.
No. I'm just talking as general. If
General.
you're hitting stuff where you're seeing that people are really hitting this time, hitting right now.
Again, for the people that I DJ for, right now, the song that I wish would hurry up and kind of like die off is that "Boots on the Ground."
Oh,
They
Boots on the Ground.
That's all they want to hear. Boots on the ground. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I will tell you that right there. That's a hitting song. I have no
And then
problem
there's
with
another one. It's another country rap-ish kind of songs. Country Girl, or it's another one. It's on TikTok where they have a whole bunch of little kids dressed up as old people and they do it. That's similar to Boots on the Ground. That's the other one.
I guess you got to
I
find
know
out.
what
To give you a couple seconds to look on the interwebs and see if you can find out what it is. I'm going to
That
go over
church
to
thing?
I'm going to go over to Sean real quickly. Sean, what's your three go-to Christmas songs and what's hitting on the dance floor down there in Georgia?
So I mean, I don't really play Christmas music at my gigs much. But three of them, if I get requests for them, I like Timmy Trumpet's version of "All I Want for Christmas," Sandero's "Carol of the Bells" techno remix, and then if I'm going for something like more classical, maybe like "Baby It's Cold Outside," Michael Bublé. That one's a classic.
You know who does a great Christmas album is it's someone you didn't think would do a great Christmas album. And Mike, yes, I know I'm going to go over an hour. It's okay, because we're letting people talk. Seth MacFarlane has a whole Christmas album, and he really is a great singer. And if you get a chance to listen to it, his rendition of "Baby It's Cold Outside" and a couple other songs he has in there, it's really, really, really good.
Did he do that with a duet with somebody?
Yeah, he
or
did
no?
a duet with.
Who was that with?
I can't remember. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head. I just played it this past weekend. Again, I sprinkled it in Christmas, but a lot of people. I had a couple people come up to me and go, "Who is that? Is that they name names? Is that Frank Sinatra?" No. It's Chris MacFarlane. Like,
Peter
who's
Griffin.
that? Like, you ever see American Dad? You ever
Family
see
Guy?
I don't know, Family Guy? Who? Yeah, the guy who does
You.
Peter Griffin, and also Stewie, and also O'Brien.
Hulu guy. Where
There you go.
aliens.
So,
And that's our
Sean, is
gig.
there what would you say is a big hit that you have?
I mean, there's few. Damn, I Love Miami is definitely becoming popular again. I'm pretty sure there's a TikTok dance out there
Yeah.
that people are doing to it. So that's why
There's
that
also
one's
country line
popping
dance to
off
it, too.
again. Yep. Other one, Jesse Murph, Blue Strips, been huge. I like the Sexy Red version myself. And then Big X the Plug. I've had a lot of that this year. Miami by oh man, I can't think of the artist. Morgan Wallen, Miami. That one's been getting a lot of requests. Country in general though is big this year, so
And
it's
again, you're
definitely
in a southern
dominating.
market too, which is but
Yeah,
again,
but I mean,
rural
look at
markets,
your charts. Your charts are getting dominated by country.
country's been hitting real
100%.
hard.
Here, even in the college clubs in big cities, or even when I go to Milwaukee, if you're playing in the clubs nowadays that aren't genre specific EDM, you have to play country.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
There's no way around it.
they're literally making a
Absolutely
new
no way.
contemporary country genre to be able to fit all the new country that's coming out into it.
I'm a
I
country
mean,
boy.
Country,
I
all
got
the
a
old school country
four-wheel
people
drive.
don't like it. And
Yeah,
that's
a
something,
lot-
if you have a country event, you need to figure out, do they like old country or new country? Because
There's no
a big difference.
there's no middle ground either. Either you like what's on the charts or you like the old stuff. There's no gray matter with this because I've dropped I'll drop like Alabama at a wedding and all the old folks will dance, but all the young folks are like, "What the f is this?"
Unless
Country.
it
And then-
literally has its own line dance. Like someone's literally made a line dance for it, and the new guys are into it.
Drink Don't Need No Mix. That's a good one right now. Shabuzi and Big
Yep.
X the Plug. I get that more than Tipsy. I think Tipsy's kind of died out.
You know, the sleeper not banger I came across of Shabuzi's, but it's a good like okay, I need to flip my dance floor a little bit and get you to the bar because you've been out here. Good news, it's a sing along, kind of like Tipsy, but it makes people be like, okay, I've been out here for 90 minutes now. Let me go get a drink, so you can keep. And that's something as a club DJ you have to remember. If you keep your floor packed all night, you're killing the bar business. You have to crash your floor. And some DJs are scared blankless. I'm more than willing to completely empty my dance floor if I have to. In fact, I did it for a $100 tip a couple weeks ago. $100 is $100.
I'll tell you what's being requested a lot at my gigs country-wise, since we're on the country deal. Bottle Rockets from Scotty McQuarrie. I Hope It's Hot Out. High Beam. It's High Beam High, Route 11. Friday Night Heartbreaker. Whiskey Rain. I actually had quite a few Mean from Taylor Swift. Time Is Love, Josh Turner. And then what was the other one? I gotta find it.
And fun fact, Josh Turner's from my neck of the woods, right here in South Carolina. He's from Hannah.
So, those are some hits right there you have for country. Nathan, where you're talking about songs, what are your three go-to for holiday songs, for Christmas songs?
Well, I've only DJ'd one Christmas, maybe two Christmas deals, and that was actually with Mike James with his school dance. I've never he wanted me to go to one of his corporate events he did, but I had something else going on. But Jingle Bell Rock, probably. Carol of Bells, there's different versions of that. And then what was the other one the other day that I was playing? And I don't know if, let's see. Hold on. I'll find it. So Mistletoe by Justin Bieber. I've had it requested at that was actually at a wedding. That wasn't even, but it's a holiday song, and it's kind of a slow song, so you can kind of slow dance to it. Run, Run, Rudolph. I did have that requested once, so that's also been in movies. And then, yeah, Run, Run, Rudolph. Santa's got to make it to town.
Of course.
I'll Be Home. I've actually had that. Was that the second time I DJ'd that deal for Mike? Because he was double booked. I'll Be Home for Christmas was one of the last ones I played. That was requested. I do remember that. The NSYNC and Backstreet Boys Christmas stuff. The Aaron Carter Christmas stuff. Kids have requested that stuff. Mariah Carey, of course. And then Jingle Bell Rock by Daryl Hall and John Oates. I've had that.
Okay, request. So you're getting a lot of big hits. Really quickly, want to see a show of hands. Who here thinks Teddy Swims is country?
I don't know who that is.
He's country.
See, I feel he's more country.
I don't think I've ever heard him. I don't think I've ever heard him.
Okay. Being from Chicago, buddy, you've heard of Bloodshot Records and the Insurgent Country sound. He's closer to that or the indie rock scene than he is country, in my personal opinion.
It doesn't have to twang, but it's just the feel sometimes. Like Bad Dreams, stuff like that. It kind of feels
similar to Nathaniel Ratliff and the Nighthawks.
Yes.
He's not country either.
But it has that country feel to it.
But there's more to it. It's soul. But you can't.
That too.
And I don't want to sound like I'm a racist prick, but it goes back to the 1950s and 60s. He's white. You can't call him a soul artist.
So I just listened to a couple of his songs. He's kind of country, but like he's got that 70s, 80s kind of country. It sounds like maybe,
it's almost close to, you can say like the old rockabilly kind of stuff, a little feel to it, but he has that crooner feel to it too. So it's like Frank Sinatra met, some of the rockabilly 70s country feel. It's very, you can't pin him into one area, but I do feel that he is more country-esque than it is anything. But he's got good songs, and again, it's some stuff that he has. I like to play during Cocktail because, like Joe said, the upbeat, fun music. You're playing some of the songs during Cocktail, and it has that nice BPM that you can actually hit and have some music out there and make people kind of like chair dance or sing along to it. And that to me is a huge thing. Sean, anything else that you want to add to your list?
No, I don't think so. So that's about it.
Okay. And then Dwayne, did you get your song?
Yep. Keep on Stepping by Mike Clark Jr.
Okay. Keep on Stepping, Mike Clark Jr. All right. So hopefully this again, we were a little over the 1 hour. So Mike was having a heart attack. Is Beyonce's She's Country? She won a country Grammy. She has a country album.
She bought a country Grammy.
She is,
but it is because of her that they're doing a new genre.
Here, between Beyonce, Beyonce did Texas Hold'em. Chappell Roan did The Giver. It's pop. It's not, or Dasha, Austin. Out of all those three, she's the closest one that comes to country, but it's all pop BS. No matter how you cut, slice, and dice it, it's not country. Like Josh Turner.
Definitely.
Plain and simple.
You don't hear that twang.
Yeah, I mean, but again, Beyonce won a Grammy in country, so.
But
Jay-Z bought her a Grammy. Get it right, buddy.
Again, I'm not going to say something. I have no knowledge what happened there. We can speculate all we want to. I'm going to say neutral on that. I do not want the beehive after me. Sean
look
has
at
no
Darius,
problem with the
The beehive doesn't scare me.
look at Darius Rucker. He was part of Hootie and the Blowfish in the '90s, and he went country in the early 2010s.
Yeah,
But here,
country,
Hootie and the Blowfish,
Wagon Wheel.
Take away,
Well,
take
here's
away
the funny
the whole
thing.
band behind him. Take away all of Darius Rucker's band, and what he sounds like is a country singer without a band. No matter how you cut and slice and dice him, he just had that pop overtone to him. Get rid of the Blowfish, now he can make more money and just hire yes men. Because in Hootie and the Blowfish, everybody in the early '90s, buddy, didn't everybody think his damn name was Hootie? Remember? I mean, so no one even cared about the Blowfish. It was all him.
Hootie.
It was Hootie.
And
I
even
refer to him
like,
as Hootie, and he's not Hootie. He's there. There's Rucker. But, hey,
like
you
when
know
he
what?
came out, singing country, and everybody's like, "Wait a minute, what? Oh,
Who?
okay, it's Hootie."
Wait. That's Hootie. Where's the Blowfish?
Yeah.
Where's? I only want to be with you. You know what's going on here?
Down in the sea.
There you go. So hopefully this gave you some music. If you got some holiday parties coming up, if you got some other songs, put it down below. What works for you, and what's hitting on your dance floor? So put that down below in the chat on YouTube. Again, we got stuff. People said stuff over here, but also I'm gonna go through it really quickly. Mike also said, "How about Hawaiian Christmas by Bing Crosby?" That's a good one. And then again, he brought up about Beyonce being country. And then he said, flashback that makes me think of LSD. And I'm thinking of Lakeshore Drive, which is a more of a Chicago song.
Yeah.
Um,
Aliota Haynes
and Jeremiah.
Yep.
Yeah, Aliota Haynes and Jeremiah.
Yep. Lakeshore Drive. And how many times, Brentley, you and I have driven LSD, and we've seen the blue lights of the Chicago police, which people don't know. Chicago police, they're all blue for their emergency lights. They're the only
Those Connecticut
municipality in Illinois that's allowed to have it by state law. There's tons of other municipalities want it.
I had no clue what cherries and berries meant until I went and moved to La Crosse. And I'm like, what does that mean? They're like cops. I'm like, oh wait, you have red lights in your okay.
The entire state of Georgia is solid blue, no red.
Yep.
Yeah, I was in Corinth, Mississippi. The police use blue there, and all the volunteer firefighters use red.
Yep.
Yeah,
Illinois FERS police departments is Chicago's the only one that gets to have that. That goes back to Old Man Daly, who wanted that for his city. So that's something that's been in Chicago for a long time. You have to have a population, I believe, is over 500,000 to allow a law enforcement agency to have blue. Now, why doesn't Illinois State Police have blue? Why doesn't Cook County Sheriff have blue? Or DuPage County? DuPage County, for where I'm at, they run red. So again, every area is a little different. So again, what in your area, what do the police run there? I know in California where Joe's at, they run balloon reds, but they have California laws and they have a steady red light. They're the only state that allows that does that because Caltrans did a study back in the 70s, and they said a steady red light is less likelihood of a accident happen, and you can tell that it's an emergency vehicle because that's steady red light. There you go. There's some history for you right there. Yes, I have a lot of useless information in my head, and I have a lot of useless stuff I talk about all the time with my friends. And here's my friends, and if you're here watching this, you could be my friend too.
I just researched the color of the police cars in Conway, South Carolina. They're white, black, and gray.
There you go. That's the color of squad cars. Chicago's white with blue stripe on the side. Well, now they get the black and white like checkerboard on the side now on the new design. But blue and white goes back long time before. And if you go back to the early 70s and the 60s, it was actually like a black and white, but it was blue and white with a powderish blue, which is Chicago's favorite color, which streets and sanitation trucks are a powder blue color. So anyways, I can go through this stuff all day long. We're not going to do that. We're going to get out of here. We have a lot of information. Hopefully you guys enjoyed yourself. The only thing they run here is Dunkin' Donuts. Hopefully you're in a quiet town, because I think the donut thing is always always a misnomer there, because getting open late, got coffee. Yeah, they're on shift. Their office is their squad car, and I want to thank all the first responders, police, fire, EMS, anyone out there doing that every single day. Public Works, all those people out there are working for us. Thank you all for protecting us, and those who have served too in the military. With that said, I'm gonna have Dwayne take us out tonight. Dwayne, if you could take the honor, sir, and hit the helm, take us home.
All right. I'd like to thank everyone for joining us here on the DJ Roundtable. Make sure to check us out next week before we go on our break. And also make sure you check out all of our DJ Collective Network shows. We have Cool Thing with Time to Spin. And then we have Buddy Again, the DJ Roundtable. Then we have Sean. You can still catch his videos on Wednesdays at the DJ Biz School. And then you have me and DJ Mikey Mike's podcast on Thursdays at 9 o'clock. So
And don't forget Start to Spin.
Oh yeah, Start to Spin.
Yeah.
Yep, you can see them at 9 o'clock and then zip over to our show because we'll still be going on. So till next time, I hope you all have a great week. Make sure you go out there and kill those gigs. Take care and stay blessed.
And the ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I love it.
Good night, guys. And by the way, Mike, yes, I had pizza tonight for dinner. Ooh.